it's me, Erin. Thanks for joining us on the More Love podcast. Do not tell Rebecca, but this podcast is about empathy. She likes people to think she's dead inside, but the truth is she's a big-time feeler who has truly helped me uncover that empathy is my superpower. Oh, here she comes.
Hey, bestie.
Hi, love.
What are you doing?
Oh, just getting ready to host a podcast.
A podcast? About what?
Life. Our life as best friends who are more like sisters.
Ah, yay! I love us, and I can't wait to share our stories with the world.
Especially the ones that involve us pushing each other, right? To be our most authentic selves.
Oh, man. Okay.
We are not doing anything on this podcast until two things happen first.
What?
Number one, Scott, the producer,
Yeah.
he got me my clock.
I know.
He got me my rundown. What is it? It's not a
Countdown.
clock. My countdown
Just a
clock.
timer.
Oh, look, my clock's starting.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Look at, watch this.
All right. Redo.
Could you tell?
Yeah, I can,
you're like,
'cause your eyes.
What you're like really just looking up. Blue, quick. So thank you for taking care of us, Scott, our producer.
Our high maintenance
solver.
He did also ask if the fan was okay, because I
Yes,
always
he
demand
did.
it turns off.
Yes.
I can't get up my butt and do it myself.
No, and you
know.
always just say, "Oh, it's cold in here."
I brought a
Oh, you have a little coverall, shawl over there?
No, not my granny shawl that I normally wear. Not that.
What is that?
My
You got yourself a
flannel.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I should have brought?
What? Oh no.
This
The
is a
flight
good thing.
sweater?
Not the flight sweater, but the flight pillow.
Oh yeah.
I nailed it with that pillow. I know.
Listen, this is our first
My
endorsement.
My wife was flying today, and she left her pillow on the plane.
No, Scott.
Stop it.
listen,
Oh, we
right
have-
now.
Literally
have-
just texted me that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Listen.
well, we're gonna gain.
Listen.
We're gonna tell you how to change her life. Send him the.
I know. This is it, Scott. I'm telling you, don't let her listen to this show until you get this for her. Let me find it.
But I'm gonna preface this by saying, every single time I find something that's incredible,
I know.
I call you.
I know.
And I know it's just like when you make me talk about my feelings and stuff and you force me on FaceTime. I force you on FaceTime for the cool things I find that you 100% judge.
I know.
And then right after you rip me a new one and tell me how stupid it is,
I know.
you're like, did you order me one?
I know.
Every time.
I know. I know. This might have been one of those.
You're very
things.
judgy. It is one of those things. And then you're like, let me
judged
pick
it.
the color.
I
know.
judged it
And then
big
when I
time.
got it for you,
I judged it more when you put it on. I'm like,
I
that
know.
is ridiculous.
I know.
You look ridiculous.
I know. And then you wanted
then
it.
You took it off and you said, here, try this thing on. And then I put it on and I'm like, oh.
yeah, I need to have that. And so not only did I get it for you, I packaged it all up. Let's be real. Let's preface this. I booked us a red-eye flight and didn't tell you. This
Yes.
was my way of breaking it to you.
Yes.
I got you the amazing, awesome
Yep.
pillow. We'll show a picture of it.
Yes.
I got you high-end, really nice leggings.
Yep.
I got you
An eye mask?
fuzzy. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to tell the story.
Sorry.
I got you fuzzy socks with grippies on it. So when you put your feet on the seat, they don't fall off the seat. I got you an eye mask with earplugs. I got you melatonin. I got you oils. And probably a couple of other things.
You did not get me a foot hammock. You got yourself a foot hammock.
I've had that foot hammock for a long time.
But then you proceeded to take the foot hammock out and
Yes.
say, oh, look what I have here, a foot hammock. Where are your feet? Whereas mine are like dangling in the breeze.
You also made fun of me probably for a good 15 minutes until your drugs kicked in and you passed
and then
out.
I fell asleep.
But I'm pretty sure there's an email saying, make sure you get me a foot hammock. Pretty sure. But anyway, back to the story. So I present all of this and even wrap it up, the whole thing. We get to the airport in the morning, and what do you not have? Any of the items that I purchased for our red-eye flight on the way home.
No. I went to your house the night before to sleep on your couch, and I woke up in a sweat at 2:30 a.m.
You should.
Realizing that I left my package in my garage. Due to a sequence of events that happened before that. And I was fully prepared to get in the car immediately,
You should have.
drive 30 minutes back to my house, open up the garage door, scare the shit out of my family who have no clue why is Erin here at this time, grab the package and bring it back for the sole purpose of not having to tell you that I forgot it.
Yeah. And when you told me you forgot it, what did I proceed to do?
The whole day you would take your neck pillow and you would wear it everywhere. You would wear it for lunch. You would wear it on the flight. You would wear it when you went to the bathroom. You would make sure that you were saying, oh my gosh, this pillow is so nice. And you would rub it in my face the whole time. You put on more oils in the waiting area just for the sheer fact of making sure that I knew that you were going to
And I did not let you touch anything.
No, you didn't let me have any oil. You didn't let me use the eye mask. You didn't let me do any of it.
However, I did immediately look up the address of the hotel we were going to.
Yes.
And I primed you a new package
I know.
with all the overnight stuff.
I know, and nice. That was nice.
And then convinced the hotel people not to charge us a delivery fee
Yeah.
so that you could have your damn pillow.
And then I got it.
I know.
And I love it. And now I have two. And I was going to give one away, and now I'm not.
Definitely not.
Because I use one at night at bedtime, and I'm using my other one when we take flights.
So we will endorse this, and we'll show you a picture of
This
it.
is our first endorsement.
I know. We
Okay,
don't get
here's
paid
what
for
it
this.
is. Are you ready, Scott, the producer? This is it. It's called Hoosie Infinity Pillow. Home Travel Soft Neck Scarf Support Sleep.
It is not your typical airline pillow.
Hoosie, H-U-Z-I.
It literally looks like an infinity scarf filled with down pillow feathers. It is the best
It
ever.
is
I know. It's incredible.
an infinity scarf, however, it comes in the cutest colors.
You can wrap it around your neck and around the seat so it holds your head up.
You can wrap it around your neck and then put your knee in it.
Which is
so
what
that
I do.
your knee is up. But Scott, you need to buy one of these for your wife. I'm going to tell you what color to get, actually. I'm a big fan of the green, the hunter green. I also have the navy blue. Can't go wrong with either of those. But
have the
it comes
lilac.
in a bunch of different colors. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a $45 neck pillow.
It's worth every freaking
But
penny.
it is worth
I know.
me having two of them and not giving one back. That's how amazing this is. So
There you go.
thank you for that. So the first thing,
We'll wear them next
oh yeah,
next
we'll bring them.
episode.
We'll bring them in the next episode. The first thing is we now have our countdown clock, and my man Scott put my countdown clock right over your head. So now all I have to do is quickly avert my eyes. I don't have to do this. I can just quickly look up and know where we're at in the episode.
That's right.
That is the service
I know.
you get at Rockbox.
I know.
So thank you, Scott.
I'm
Number
sure
one.
other people appreciate it too.
I know. I mean, how many other people have seen that countdown clock, Scott? Anyone?
It's a new special
New feature
feature
app?
here. Yeah, so very few people have witnessed it.
I mean, tally it up. Once they start being like, oh, you got a new clock? Oh, that's a good one.
I want a Google review about the clock.
You got it. Done. It's done.
Yeah.
It's all done. Yep. Yep. It'll be done before we leave the parking lot.
I'm doing it right now.
So that is number one, is the countdown clock. Number two, you're not going to be happy about this one.
Here we go again.
I can't, but this has to happen right now.
What?
Scott, I'm going to need you to put the picture up.
First one.
The first one, please.
There's multiple? Stop it. You're bringing this to the public? It's not okay.
I can't. I don't have any tissues to
Stop
wipe my eyes
it.
when I start crying. I cannot wait to tell everybody this
I
story.
cannot. Oh my God. People,
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe you're bringing this up.
I cannot wait. I need to set the stage. This is the funniest shit ever. It is next level.
This was last week?
This was, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God.
Okay. So I got to, oh my God. I got to set the stage. Okay. So I'm on the phone with Rebecca for probably the 8th time of the day. And I say to her, I'm going to my son's end of the year school picnic. So I'll call you in about an hour, but I'm going to do this thing.
But first, prior to that, when we were talking, you were like, wait a minute, what do I hear in the background? I'm like, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You hear nothing. You're like, you're not in your office. I'm like, yes, I am.
And I said, you're absolutely not. I just heard the wheel of a cart. Where are you? And you said, I don't want to talk about it. And I said, I don't care if you want to talk about it. Where are you right now? And then it got completely silent. And I said, are you at Hobby Lobby?
And I said,
and you said,
yes.
Yes, I am.
But I'm not telling you what I'm getting.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it
we're not gonna
because
talk about
I am
it.
this is my therapy mode and I am in a bad place. And so I'm taking it out on
Hobby Lobby.
The
Hobby
And
Lobby
I
floral department.
fully thought you were going to, I didn't know you were going to your son's thing. I fully thought you were going to say, I canceled all my meetings. I'll meet you there. Stay put.
Because I usually do that. And most
Usually,
of the time,
every
I
single
say,
time.
how long are you going to be in Hobby Lobby? And
Right.
you're like, oh, at least another hour. And then I just show up.
Exactly.
Which
exactly.
if that had happened on
know.
this day,
I know.
I would have wet my pants.
I know. And that's why in hindsight,
It would
I really
not
wish you had showed up.
have been okay.
I know.
So, setting the stage
Yes.
on the phone, you're in Hobby Lobby, pushing the cart, going through the floral
We're just
section,
chit-chatting,
whatever.
like you're
chat
filling
like
me in,
normal.
whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, since you're going to your son's thing, we'll talk later,
Yep.
right? We
I
hang
said,
up the
I'll
phone.
call you in an hour after I get done. I get out of the car. I start walking toward my son's picnic area, and I get a phone call from Rebecca. And I silence it because and let me just preface this. So Rebecca, if she doesn't hear from you, if you do not answer the phone on the first time she calls, no joke, she's calling you another 45 times until you pick up.
Because it's important enough that I'm calling, which means you have to be available right now.
We're talking call, ring, voicemail.
Right.
Call, ring,
Right.
voicemail.
I don't
She
leave the
will
voicemail. I just keep
not
calling.
Stop.
Yes.
Now, I know this about her. I also, out of 100 times that I have answered one of the phone calls and thought to myself, this is probably the one that's really serious, 100 out of 100% of the times, it has never been an emergency. Okay?
Well, one time. One.
Maybe one.
No, there was one. One. But beyond that.
So outside of that, she calls again a second time. Again, not surprising to me. This is what happens. And I, again, send it to voicemail.
Now you regret every second of it.
No, because I wouldn't have been able to do anything about it at that time other than laugh so hard at my son's picnic that people would have thought I needed to
Be institutionalized.
Yes.
I know.
Put somewhere. So I get done with the picnic and I come out.
No, you come home.
Did I? I drove home?
Yes, because then we you were like, jump on Zoom.
No. I look at my text message.
Oh, because I sent a picture.
And I say, it says, I am not okay. That's the first message. The next message is a thing of lipstick and the no smoking sign. And then the next thing is that picture.
Yeah, of me.
That picture that Scott is showing
Yeah.
is the third thing I see.
Right.
I immediately call you.
I know.
And here's where we go. So tell them.
There's a little bit more of a backstory. I look homeless how often?
95% of the time.
In public.
Yes.
Like going on planes, shopping.
Yes.
That's standard.
Yes.
So if you see me out in public, it's like train
Yes.
wreck, right?
Yes.
So it's not a surprise that my hair looks like that. I'm wearing the glasses like that. None of that is a surprise.
Oh, no. All of that is completely standard.
That's the normal. In
you
fact,
have
there's
some ripped sweatshirt
Yes,
that
yes.
not supposed to be ripped, but it is because yours is.
Right,
You're
right.
in some
right.
Walmart sweatpants that
Right.
are tight at the bottom.
Right.
And
And
always
with-
wear your heels.
Right. And without fail, someone comes up and says a compliment to me
Usually.
every time, which
Yeah.
pisses you off
Yeah.
more than
And
anything.
it's always about the stupidest thing.
Exactly.
It's like, oh my God, those are the best flip flops. They're just standard black flip flops.
Exactly.
But yeah.
So that's why this is even funnier because of this
'Cause you
situation.
looked like
I
that.
always look like this.
Yeah.
This is very normal. So this took it to the next level. So backstory again. having a bad day. Decide I'm not going to sit in this office anymore. It's stressing me out. So I'm going to run to the dollar store. And I had to pick up a couple of things. And I remembered in that moment that my chapstick, my car chapstick, because I got my purse chapstick, I got it all. My car chapstick had melted and it wasn't working anymore. I'm like, oh, I got to get another one. And so when I was walking down the aisle in the dollar store, I saw lip oil. And I'm like, yes, because I love my oils, right?
Yep.
So I get this lip oil and I'm like super pumped about it. And it's clear. I'm like, this is great. So I buy my dollar store stuff and I put my bags into the trunk. I then get in the front of my car and I drive.
You put the lip oil on at this point?
No.
Okay.
I drive to Henrietta. Now I'm in Gates where I live and I drive to Henrietta and I'm like, deciding what I'm going to do. And I decide, this is the part I don't know if I still haven't told you. It probably makes it worse. I decide that we all know I'm broke, right? But I've got no money, but I always got to pay a bill. But this is my retail therapy. And I also am obsessed with gardening. And for the past couple of years, I have window boxes. And my window boxes die because my house is on an angle. And so some of them get sun and some of them don't, but I cannot have different kinds of flowers in the different boxes.
Right.
So every year I screw it up and I don't water them the whole nine. So this year I did research on how to make fake plants look real.
Problem number one.
And see, I didn't tell you this.
Problem
See, now here's your judgmental
me
face.
And said, I'm going to get some fake flowers for my flower pots outside. I would be like, we're not though.
That's why I didn't tell you where I was.
Right. Still got busted, but okay.
Because I just cleared it.
Yeah.
Cleared my conscience. So I did all this research and I had to get like UV spray paint so it doesn't fade, like all the things. And Hobby Lobby has the most nicest, realist looking fake flowers. And it was 40% off. Got my coupon. So I'm at the Hobby Lobby, or I'm pulling into the Hobby Lobby, and I remember, oh, my lips are dry. I need to get my lip oil. It's in the trunk. So I get out and I'm wearing, I gotta set the stage of what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my 5-inch platform Crocs that you hate.
The hot pink one.
The hot pink 5-inch platform Crocs.
Yeah.
I am wearing my daughter's, looks kind of like a tennis skirt, but with shorts.
Okay.
But the shorts, like, like bike shorts, they're hanging out underneath the skirt.
Good. Yeah.
With the hot pink Crocs.
Good.
And then I think I'm wearing a dirty sweatshirt. I'm not 100% sure. And
what's your hair looking like?
I just got out of bed.
Yeah.
And I have extensions that are taped in. So yeah, pretty much. So you can see in the picture, it's not good. And then I'm wearing my oversized glasses because they're the only ones I could find in that moment. How many pairs of glasses do I have?
Oh my gosh, 48.
So I grabbed whatever was available. And these ones are a little loose and a little, because I fall asleep and then they go,
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I'm wearing. And I have to wear the glasses in the store because I can't see far away.
Right.
So I take the lip oil on the way into the store and I unpackage it from the packaging and I put it all over my lips. Like,
and why
get
is
it right
all
on.
over? Because
it's lip oil and my lips are dry.
Yeah.
And it's clear.
It's clear lip oil. But not just our lips are chapped. I mean, the upper part, the side part, the under part, it's all chapped. We just got to get that all on there. Yeah.
That's how I do chapstick.
You're walking into
As I'm walking in
Hobby Lobby.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm also wearing a backpack purse.
Yep. Yep.
And I might have been wearing a fanny pack.
Good.
There's a 50% chance I was wearing a fanny pack because I got to have my multiple sources of income.
Right.
That's all, I got to divide it up.
Right. Right.
So I'm in the Hobby Labs and I'm not on the phone with you, and I'm going through our normal routine, right? And I'm looking through all the things, and let's keep in mind how I shop. I do not engage with people. I mean, the whole nine, right?
In fact, you are annoyed. You don't want to talk to anyone.
Nobody.
You're not making eye contact.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And it's not uncommon for people to look at you, for people to give you the once over, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I have no idea what's on my face. I think it's clear lip oil.
At this point, so do the listeners think it's completely clear lip oil.
Clear lip oil. So I was in there a good hour. I mean, I went into every freaking aisle. I was like in it. You call me when I'm knee deep in my flowers. Stop with the cry. I can't. You call me when I'm knee deep in the flowers. So now I'm caught because you're going to be judgy, A, that I'm spending money that I shouldn't be spending, and B, I'm buying fake silk flowers. And so you discover that I'm in Hobby Lobby, and I'm like, oh God, I'm thinking you're going to bust me because of the fake flowers and be really mad, not even knowing what my face looks like.
Oh, absolutely.
Not one person said anything to me. So I'm like, are you going to come and meet me? And you're like, no, I got to go to this thing. I'm like, oh, whatever. So I decide I'm going to leave. So I get my stuff. I go over to the counter to where you pay. And I'm like talking to the lady. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about my project. And I'm like telling her about it, which I never do. But
you're
really
trying to take one out of my playbook.
Yes,
right?
but I'm really watching her to make sure she puts the coupon on it.
Yeah.
I'm making sure she does the 40% off.
Right.
Right.
And is she saying anything
nothing.
to you?
She's just smiling. She's like, this is nice.
Yeah.
And I don't care. I don't care.
Not one person has said anything to you at this point.
And I don't care that she's not engaging with me because I don't really want to talk to her.
Every time he puts that thing up, it hits me.
I know. So at this point, I still don't know. So I'm packing up my cart, whatever. I get to the car. I put everything in the trunk, whatever. I get into the car and I go to adjust my rear view mirror. And I must have hit it a little too hard to catch my lips. And I thought it was a freaking lie. I didn't even recognize myself. And that's when I immediately called you because I was going to be like,
These were the two phone calls that she had made that were the emergency that I was not.
I need to tell you. I need you to see what the F. Just 1 hour I walked around that store. Not one person. And then here's the worst part. It's not lip oil. It's lip stain. I can't get it off. I can't get it off. I had to go home and put makeup over. It was not okay.
Oh my God.
So I took this picture. You're not answering. And so I had to take a picture to show you that it's an emergency. And then I sent it.
That's the picture. So you had sent me that picture. And then I called you. And of course, I made you go right on FaceTime.
Right on FaceTime.
And you said, it is not okay. I said, look at me.
I know. You could see the outline.
That you did not just walk all around Hobby Lobby.
I know.
With your face looking like that.
I know.
And you said, I did.
I know.
And I said, no one said anything to you. You said not one person. I said, did you check out? And you said, yep. That woman treated me just like I was some normal Nelly over there checking out.
I know.
And if you had not taken down the rearview mirror,
I would have gone other places.
You would have gone to Christmas tree shop.
You would have
done all the things.
I would have gone to Plato's Closet. I would have done all the things.
I know. And no one would have said anything.
I know. Now, eventually I would have had to go to the bathroom. Because I have to go every freaking 5 minutes. But if I saw myself in public like that.
When you saw yourself in that moment, I need to know. When you said I thought it was a lie.
I did.
I love that. But what was going through your mind?
I was like, I just walked through the store. I had to talk to you. I didn't process it. I can't believe this. Not one person. Now, then I thought, what if somebody did say something to me? I don't know if I would have felt better or worse. I'm not sure.
Here's my favorite. Here's my favorite part. So last episode, also known as session, that we had.
Yeah, our last session.
Right?
Yeah.
We were talking about how I am empathy with vulnerability and how you are empathy without vulnerability. And the difference is that I'm the one, when I see someone like that walking around Hobby Lobby.
Yep. This is their Target story right all over again.
If I did not know you and I saw you, I would have done the double take, the oh no. And I would have walked up to you and I would have said, you don't know me. And I don't know you. And if this is for real, if this was intended, that this was supposed to be this way, I'm going to really apologize to you. But what I need you to know right now is that your lipstick is all over your face. When I say all over, I mean like we are talking clown. Okay? And in that moment, you would have said to me, oh my God, thank you. No one else has told me, thank you so much. You would have been so appreciative for that, right?
I don't know.
I
think I would have died.
But at least someone told you.
I know.
Right?
I know.
You, on the other hand, that is an example of empathy and vulnerability.
I would never.
got to talk about it.
I would have called you and made fun of them.
that this person was okay. Then there's you. Empathy without vulnerability.
Yes.
And you're thinking to yourself, oh, no.
I know.
That is uncomfortable.
I know. Let me get a picture so I can
Someone
send it to Erin.
should probably tell someone that woman has her lipstick all over. You would never have said a thing.
Never.
But then you
I know.
are on the receiving end of a whole bunch of people with empathy without vulnerability.
Yep. The whole
Hobby Lobby.
Every single person
was empathy without vulnerability. Yep. And look what happened. Yep. You walked around the whole store like that.
I think that continues to prove our point that you have a superpower. No one, normal people, are not going to approach someone who looks like they might have just smoked crack. I mean, there was 100% chance that's what I look like. Based on my outfit. It's not like I'm like this put together professional person who just had lipstick askew, right? Those are two very different scenarios.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that, but you're absolutely right. I mean,
look at my glasses.
Look at your hair. Look at your glasses.
That's even a close-up. There was a further back picture.
The exact picture that you sent to me. 100%. And you want to know my favorite part about it? Mm-hmm. You're not smiling.
No.
You're not like, oh, he, this is funny.
No, I'm like.
You are. I just need to make sure you see what my face looks like right now. And that's what had me. I was rolling.
I know. I even showed one of my other coworkers, and then she threatened to use that as my bio picture on our website.
I've changed your picture in my phone to that picture. Every time you call me,
I can't.
And I'm in the car, this huge picture of you with
talk about vulnerable.
Around.
You're exploiting. You're exploiting the fact that I became vulnerable with you
only because
and shared it, and now you're sharing it.
I know, because I need other people to know the moral of this story, which is empathy and vulnerability is where we should be. Seriously, what I cried to a point of like my stomach was cramping.
I know.
When I found out that you walked around the store like that.
And it lives on. Like I told some of my soccer mom friends, and to this day they'll send me a picture and be like, I can't get over this.
Yep.
And I'm like,
sometimes
sometimes in the morning, just to, ramp people up who know the story, I'll send a picture and say, when you're feeling bad about yourself and you were at your lowest low, just remember, you'll never be like this girl. And then I send my picture.
You didn't walk like this around the store. So those are the two things we had to do today. Mm-hmm. We had to initially talk about the clock, and then we had to tell that story and how absolutely perfection it was that it happened after we talked about vulnerability and empathy.
But I also think like you have to be able to laugh at yourself a little bit in order to be vulnerable. You have to. That's a way of connecting with people, right? That's a way of really truly being like, the empathy and the communication and, all the things. Yeah. And you have to have some level of, it's not about self-confidence. It's not about that. It's very easy for me to laugh at myself. Mm-hmm. Very easy. That's part of what makes us so funny is you just say the most rude things to me, especially in public. Yes. And I just die.
I know you never take it personally.
Never.
Even if I mean it.
I know. I am cracking up.
You just
one of the best examples is we're in New Orleans last year on the 16th floor, and we go over to the elevator, and the maintenance man says, "Ladies, you can't go down the elevator because it's out of order right now. You can take the stairs, but beware, they're really narrow." And I thought to myself, that's a weird thing to say. So we walk around the corner, and I turn to you and I say, Erin, why did he mention that those stairs are narrow? And without hesitating, you said,
because he saw the size of your ass.
And
wow.
Oh, I almost pissed my pants laughing so hard. I'm like, that is hilarious and probably true. Oh my God, dying.
Those things
hilarious.
Happen all the time.
I know. Without hesitation, you say the most mean things. It is so funny.
Now, is that a segue into into empathy, into the release of empathy, into when empathy goes bad, or when you're so chock full of empathy and you just cannot manage it anymore.
But you're not empathetic to me. I have one other story. One other story that we also have a picture and a video of. We're also in another conference, and she decides she needs to get a massage. Now, we all know I'm poor, so I can't. We go to this highfalutin, fancy spa hotel.
$2,500 a night.
Yes, I looked it up. Remember?
Yep.
And it is beautiful. And I'm like, I brought my bag of work, and I drop her off at the spa, and you're not allowed to go in unless you have an appointment. So I say to her, well, I guess I'm going to sit in the lobby, which was totally fine because it was beautiful.
Yep.
So, and we're in Florida. So, and I gotta paint the picture again. I am professional because we are working a booth.
Yes.
We are working our booth.
Yes.
And I am wearing a long white linen skirt and a shirt.
Yeah.
And I drop her off at the spa, and she's going to have the best time. I go and I decide I'm going to scout out the lobby area, and I'm going to find the best place that I can do some work, right? Because you're going to be gone probably an hour and a half. So I find this beautiful place, and I get all comfortable in the chair, and I decide, F that, I'm not doing work. I'm going to online shop. So I take out my phone, and I'm online shopping, lounging on this couch. And I remember that I have this trail mix stuff. And so I'm sitting there online shopping, eating like a fat bastard, one by one, my trail mix.
Eating your trail mix. Now, we're not talking any trail mix.
No, it was like an espresso bean and
chocolate covered raisins.
Yeah, like this really nice. It was like high end.
It was like chocolate with fruit
and nuts, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
So, and I don't eat chocolate, so I'm picking around and picking out the nuts and all this stuff. She calls me and says, okay, I'm done. Where are you? And I say, I found my own location, so I'll just meet you over where we walked in. So I go to stand up, and I turn around. So she's on her way. I go to stand up. I turn around. You're finding the picture.
I'm trying to find the picture.
I turn around, and I happen to glance down, and I notice what looks like a gigantic turd on the couch. And I think to myself, did I shit my pants? Or did I get my period? What is happening? All I know is I cannot walk away from this couch. So I start calling her. Once again, she doesn't answer. And I nonstop call, because I know she has her phone on silent. And I figure, well, she'll go to the meeting point and can't find me, and finally look down at her phone. She finally looks down at her phone and calls me back. Now, at this point in time, the location that I'm at is where the maintenance people are starting to set up for a wedding.
Yeah.
So I can't just walk out like casually because there are people coming in and out with tables and glassware and stuff. So like if I shit my pants, I'm wearing a white linen skirt.
Yep.
And we are next level. Like, I don't know what to do. Yep. So you finally answer the phone and you're like, what is the matter? I'm like, I cannot talk about it on this phone call. You need to come here right now. So I guide her to me.
And I say to you, what happened? And you said, I can't talk about it right now. You need to come here. Turn left, walk down the hall. I am down here.
Right.
And I'm like, stand up. And you're like, I can't.
Cannot.
I'm like,
and you're like, what do you mean? So we get off the phone and you see me and you see my face. And without hesitation, this is where I am exempt from anything your empathy is. Without hesitation, you're like, before you start talking, you take out your phone and you videotape me explaining what happened.
I said, I need to get this on video. And you're like, no, you do not. And
I didn't even tell you what it was yet.
I don't even know what you're about to tell me.
Mm-hmm. So then?
No, wait, I need to set this part.
Okay.
So you're sitting here like this. You're sitting over here on the side.
Right, because I still haven't showed you yet because I don't know what to say
this is
or
your
do.
Eyes.
I know.
And I'm like, what is going on? And you said, it's not good. And I said, I'm aware. What? I said, we will fix it. What is happening? Mm-hmm. You then lean to the side and you take your skirt and you push it back. And there it is. It looks.
We're not sure.
I absolutely looks like a cat turd. on this white couch. It 100% looks like a cat, one cat turd on the couch.
But it's like smeared a little.
Oh my God. And so I go, what is that?
And I found my sweater and I'm like, I gotta put this on.
You said, I don't know what this is. I said, look at me. Did you shit your pants? And you said, no,
I don't think so.
No, I didn't. I didn't shit my pants. I said, what is that? And you are bawling. You are laughing so hard.
Because I finally realized what it was as you were coming over that I had.
No.
I didn't realize yet?
No. You want to know when you realized it?
When?
When you said, when I said to you, what is that? And through your laughter, you said, it's an espresso bean.
That's right.
It's an espresso bean.
That's right.
And I said, how do you know? And
I
said,
smelled it.
I smelled it.
That's right.
You said, I smelled it.
That's right.
And I'm like, what if it wasn't that?
I know. Then I would know. I know. And it came to me because I realized I don't like chocolate and I was digging around. Remember, I was not looking. I was digging around and it must have spilled out.
And you dropped an espresso bean by your butt.
Under my buns.
And then it got hot
and
back
melty.
there.
Yeah, because, it's hot mess express down there.
Because it's an arrow. Careful.
And now in the lobby, there's a picture of this one. It says, do not let her enter.
Right. So I am wearing professional clothes in this scenario.
Yep. And then I say to you, okay, I got these wipes. They were my favorite wipes
from the makeup wipes from the spa.
The spa, because they're my favorite ones.
Yep.
And I said, I'm going to give you one of these, but I'm really upset that you need to use it for this espresso bean. Now, at this time, people are walking by.
They are setting up the
man
wedding.
is setting up the wedding. The one man dropped the cart. You can hear it in the video. We have to post the video on the website.
That'll be in the
themorelovepodcast.com. We will put the video in there. The video is hilarious. But all of a sudden you hear do like all over the place because this man drops all the things.
Because he's probably listening to us.
So you turn around and you are like taking the wipe in the video. You can see you taking the wipe and it's smearing
on this
all
expensive
over
ass
this white couch, $2,500 a night, white couch, espresso bean, cat turd. It is incredible. So you are smearing. I'm saying to you, what was that? How did that happen? Yeah. I'm like, someone's coming. Like you had to, whatever. It was unreal.
I know.
And then I said, I got a banana. Do you want a banana?
Yeah. I think you gave some fruit.
You said no.
And all I kept thinking is, what are we going to do? Like
you didn't have any wipes.
No.
You couldn't have gotten up to get any wipes.
No, you would have had to go to the pool and pretend you were a resident.
I know, which didn't go well the first time we tried to do that.
Because this is a high-end place, right? And so you would have had to pretend, and then you would have stole a towel that I would have had to wrap around.
No, because I'm empathy and vulnerability. I would have gone back to that woman who told us we couldn't go to the pool, and I would have said, Cindy, I don't know if her name was Cindy. Cindy, listen to me. I'm going to need a towel.
Right.
I don't need you to ask me any questions about this towel. I promise you'll get this towel back. This towel probably costs $75. I'm not taking it with me.
Right.
But we have an emergency right now that I need to go take care of. And if she wouldn't have let me do it, I would have been like, looks like you're coming with me, Cindy.
Again, just
looks like you're coming with me.
Prove that I'm even more of a basket
case. You couldn't
case.
just took me for my word the first time. I'm going to bring you over
the
to
other
where
option
we are.
Was to go into the gift shop.
Yep.
And spend.
I know. We didn't know. It would have been
money.
so much money. And we couldn't have just left it there.
I know.
We have to post the video on themorelovepodcast.com.
Those are just two very small examples of things that happen on the reg.
Now, here's where I would like to say I did have empathy. I said to you many times, doesn't matter what it is, we're going to fix it.
Right.
We're going to take care of it.
Did.
It doesn't matter. It's okay.
You did.
Because I had to make sure we were reassured.
Right. But at the same time, you were also very clear that it was going to be hilarious.
Needed to video record the entire thing. That is probably one of my top 4 favorite videos that we have. So I'm glad that we got it.
Agreed.
Right. There's your example of having to laugh at yourself.
I have to. What else am I going to do? Cry? Am I going to cry and never go in public again? Am I going to be so afraid to share moments with, I mean, what if I legit pooped my pants? Who was I going to talk to about it?
And I would have said,
I have to have enough.
I would have said, we'll figure that
Trust.
out.
Right.
Not a problem. Do you have your black sweater? Let me go get one.
Right.
It's fine.
But what if I was with somebody else? What if I was by myself? What would I have done?
You would have covered it with a pillow and got up and walked away.
I would have.
Yeah. What else would you have done?
I don't know.
You just leave it exposed?
I don't.
The fact that you smelled it was next level.
I know. The lesson here is the more vulnerable you can be with the people that you trust and love, the more memories you can make, the more mistakes you can make, the more real and honest you can be, and the more deeper level of connection there always will be. Because at the end of the day, that's what life is about. It's not about competing. It's not about one-upping. It's not about being better. It's about the love and support and laughing about it for years to come.
Yep.
Honest to God.
I love that.
And I hope everybody can experience that at some point in their life, because I know there's a lot of buttoned up people out there who are too afraid. And then you just will never experience that level of connection ever.
Too afraid or have never been given an opportunity to feel safe enough.
Right.
Because there is a level of safety that has to be felt in order to let someone in to
that
some
level.
of the craziest moments
That level.
of your life. And I will forever be thankful that when you walk around Hobby Lobby with your lips looking like that with the lip oil, that the very first thing you think to do when you recognize it is immediately call me on the phone.
Oh, there is no doubt in my mind.
I feel honored.
I'm so glad.
Thank you.
I'm so glad.
Thank you.
I loved that.
Me too. Isn't empathy amazing?
Well, we're amazing. I don't know about all this empathy stuff.
That's fine. I accept you wherever you are.
Oh, God.
I love you.
I love you too.
And if you love us, please like and subscribe to More Love, the Power of Empathy podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
See you next time.